Alright. So, hey. So recently I have been, asked... oh, no, that brush is too big. Control Z. But I've been asked recently about the 4 basic... No, not the 4 basic. The 5 basic... what were they called? The 5 basic energies. Including those from the... Oh, I forgot how hard it is to write on a computer. I forgot how hard it is to... Wait, what? Like, yeah, with a mouse. Yeah, I forgot how hard that was. Like... Let me check that out. Oh, nice. It's pretty cool. Huh. Shift for a straight line? Who? Oh, wow. That's pretty neat. Okay, the more I know. Anyway. Gonna talk. That's really big. And it's in caps lock as well. That's... about 40. 40 is good size. Five basic energies. There we go. Now I can move it. And... assuming that's the movement tool. Nope, that's the background movement. This is what I'm looking for. Ah, yes, GIMP. Photoshop time. Anyway, so 5 basic energies coming from the heart, for which I'm just going to represent by drawing a Valentine, because I do not feel like... Why is my brush not drawing all of a sudden? That's not good. That's not good. Pink. Huh. Now I have to figure this out. I'm considering just, like, straight up just picking up a piece of paper and, like, just like using, like, an overhead camera to look at a piece of paper so I can actually draw this. Because that would be easier. But, like... This was working last night. Last night, was it? No, it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday that I recorded the video about, it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday when I was talking about the demon liver, I think. Sorry, paint bucket doesn't work. Am I... Huh. Now it works. I was trying to draw on the wrong layer. Yes. New layer. Bop. Drawing. There we go, that's a good layer. Whoop whoop. So, 5 basic energies. From the... That's not good. Nope. There, that's the best heart you're gonna get. The heart, featuring a mana. The stomach. Featuring chi. That C looks very square, but oh well. You also have the, what else? What other are there? For the eye. with chakra. The lung. With prana. And I know there's one other. Could the last one be? Because I know mana, chi, chakra, and prana. Those are the four, like, that I see a lot in anime. And I know there's another energy that comes up in, like, video games and anime that is in this Chronicle. And yes, I know that looks like a butterfly. I don't care. It's lungs. So let's see. Mana, chi, chakra, prana. I'm just gonna start talking about these and see if I can come up with the fifth one, if it just comes to me later. Mana. The energy of the heart. Now, because mana is often volatile, not only is it the energy of the heart, but it is also the energy of, well, energy. Raw energy. Great examples of this, of spells that would use mana, abilities that would use mana, are like emitting raw energy outward, such as a fire spell, casting forth a ball of fire, or a gemstone. You know, creating out of your body a rain of gemstones, or even sending out a wall of water. All would be mana based because it's just sending out, granted it is shaped and condensed energy, but it is just blasting. The next of the 5 basic energies is chi. Now, chi is the energy of the stomach. You see, chi is generally used for inner body techniques, such as enhancing the body, or augmenting. I suppose enhancing and augmenting could be said to be the same thing, but I mean, for enhancing, I would say increasing one's strength, versus for augmenting, I would say maybe adding another set of arms. Now, for the sake of what I just drew, this is supposed to be a bow. Just live with me. This is a cow. Okay, and it's breathing steam. Okay, that's what this is what's supposed to be. Mouse. See this? You see this mouse? Yeah, it's hard to draw with a mouse. So, adding extra arms, increasing the strength, increasing user's speed, their agility, well, not really agility very much, because chi is more about the power. So speed, strength, adding extra arms. Chakra, the energy of the eyes. Used for perception. One could use their eyes to see through a barrier, or they could increase their perception so that they could perceive an opponent's attacks as they're coming, and they could react to it faster. Chakra is, yeah. Fourth, we have prana. Prana is the energy of the lungs. This is used for other such magical effects. Normally, these are the magical effects that are similar to similar somewhat to the effects of mana, though they are not as combat-oriented, such as constructing a table out of a stump. By which I don't mean carving it out with a knife, I mean you have a stump, a log, I should say, on the ground, and then you magic it so that it turns into a table. Just assembles itself. That would most likely be a prana technique. And now I'm going to try to draw a log. Whoop, that's not a good end of a log. Let me try... Okay, that's a log. And table. Those are the 4 basic ones. Now, there is a 5th one, which I still do not remember. Though, I know that the 5th energy has a part that does not overlap with the human form. To understand, for a further discussion of the overlapping, revisit my Wednesday stream when I was talking about the anatomy of demons, specifically the liver. You can go revisit that. I'm pretty sure I have the stream saved for anyone in the audience who wants to go back and see more about the overlapping of the soul anatomy and the physical bodily anatomy. But back to this 5 basic energies discussion. The 5th energy of the 5th energy comes from the spirit. Though this is generally used for illusions and manipulations. For the sake of spirit, I'm going to try to draw I don't know, woo. There, that's a ghost. There we go. And I'm just gonna box this off. So, generally it is the energy of the spirit used for manipulation. Now, due to y'all probably coming here for a Pathfinder game, I should probably list the schools of magic that would fit into each of the energies, and generally what someone gifted with the energies would specialize in. Just to relate it to Pathfinder. Perhaps for those who have experience in Pathfinder and haven't read very much of the manga, and have more info here for Pathfinder. So, I still do not remember what the spirit energy is called. I would like to write it down, I would like to give it a name, but I don't remember, so I'm going to call it spirit for now. Mana. Now, alright, in order to do this, I actually do need to pull up the not the 5 schools of magic, the 8 schools of magic. So let me look this up. But I can tell that mana would include evocation. Of course, evocation does involve pushing out elements, though healing magic, even though healing is a part of evocation, I would probably insert healing magic into the category of prana-based techniques. Now alright. So, abjuration, the protection spells. Now, certain abjuration spells could be prana or chi. Chi because it enhances the body, so abjuration spells, some abjuration spells do enhance the bodily techniques. And prana also would focus, a prana-based spell would bring up a shield. It could bring up a shield and weave one out of twigs, or it could bring up a shield of just energy. As such, abjuration could be chi or prana. Conjuration is certainly spirit-based. though could also be prana. For summoning creatures, summoning even concepts, or summoning constructs even, would be spirit-based due to it focusing on living things, and the spirit energy does focus on the manipulation and control of living things, as well as summoning. Though, some spells of conjuration, such as summoning not summoning, but conjuring a pot, would be prana, because, of course, that's an item, that's inanimate. Prana, of course, like I said, items, like logs turning into tables. Next, we have transmutation. Prana. Like I've just described, a log turning into a table. I do believe that there are, however, some transmutation spells that focus on healing as well, which is interesting, which, yet again, would probably be chi-based. Wait, did I say that? Did I say that healing was prana-based? I don't remember. I'm just gonna go with healing as chi for the moment. I might have said something different earlier, but I don't remember. You know, healing could go either way, as chi or prana, depending on the context of it. Chi, of course, because it does enhance the body and buff the user to, well, not be hurting. But prana as well, it could be, because mending a wound, setting a bone, would be the manipulation of objects, which prana follows. It could be either. It depends on it does depend on the interpretation of healing magic. Though transmutation is prana. Divination magic would be chakra based, due to divination magic involving seeing things that are far away, and also somewhat telling the future, which would also make sense for chi. Next, we have necromancy, which is odd, because some necromancy spells directly deal damage to a target, and just, such as, I'm pretty sure there's a spell that casts out a wave of necrotic energy. Hey, Decron, do you know the name of that spell? Like, it sends out a wave of necrotic energy, it sucks the life force out of any plants or animals that it touches. Plants just wither and die because they turn to dust. Do you know the name of that spell? I'm pretty sure it's 4th level from Pathfinder. Blight, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but yeah, that spell would of course be mana-based, though most necromancy, such as raising zombies, creating new zombies, even purifying vampires. Purifying vampires! You wouldn't think that would be a necromancy, but it, for some reason, I'm pretty sure that's those spells that would purify undead or vampires or demons are necromancy. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, most necromancy would probably be spirit-based due to its manipulation of living things, living souls. Illusion magic. Could be chakra-based, could be spirit-based. Depends on, it depends. Chakra because perception, but also spirit because manipulation. Now, so I would say a user of chakra or a user of spirit could probably use illusion magic, depending on the illusion. Certain illusions do create some illusions do actually reveal things, such as, I'm pretty sure there's an illusion spell that creates a window so that you can see through a window, and just you can place the other window at any point. You need to put it down, and then after the spell is cast, you just have another window so that you can always look through it. And whenever you look through one window, you can see through the other one. I'm pretty sure that's an illusion spell. I don't know why it's not divination, but for that one, that would of course be chakra based. But though most illusion spells would probably be spirit due to the manipulation of people's perception, their senses. And last, the 8th school of magic that is in Pathfinder is enchantment, which is spirit because manipulation. That's what enchantment does. So, of course, as as y'all audience, y'all readers of the manga would know, enchantment, like manipulation-based magic is illegal. The illusion magic, enchantment magic, other sorts are legal. The spells that manipulate the senses are made illegal in the prime, on the prime planets, the kingdom of Jericho on the prime planet of Terra. Yeah, that's what it's called, on Terra. But yeah, those are the 5 basic energies. Now, I should probably come up with specific examples, not just with these Pathfinder spells, but common techniques that Leviticus has used. That would fall, but I should probably also come up with some specific techniques that Leviticus has used, because yet again, even more examples to further cement this in your minds. And besides, I mean, I have more time. I have plenty of time. See if anyone else has joined. No. Yeah, they still haven't shown up yet. So let's see some of Leviticus's techniques. Let me pull up my notes, the techniques that he has used. If I can find it, that is. I want to find the GitHub. Not the GitHub, the notes. Okay. Is this the one I'm looking for? Pretty sure it is. No. Man, I have a lot of Google documents. Oh my. Ah, yes. So, mana. Of course, the best example, in which I already partially mentioned earlier. What is it called? Fireball. Not only an iconic spell that he has cast, and as he throws fireballs around, but also a spell from, well, Pathfinder, D&D, and most medieval tabletop RPGs. Fireball's just a classic spell. And yes, sending out a blast of fire from your hands. That does, that takes mana. Next, we have Chi. For a good Chi spell, probably, I think I would use, invigorating aura. Of course, Levi uses this ability to increase his base stats of durability, strength, speed, and what was the 4th physical stat? Stamina. Yeah, that's the 4th one, stamina. Increases the base stats, though at the cost of course, some chi. Next, a chakra technique. What would be a good chakra technique to use? How about Farsight? Allows him, Farsight, you would think it would mean for him to be able to just see clearly from very far away, but no. Also allows him to see across overlapping dimensional borders. Such as, well, no, not really interlapping dimensional borders. See-through physical matter. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Not dimensional borders, physical borders. Yeah, that one. But yeah, if you're directly under him, even if you're like 200 feet of rock and you're in a cave, yeah, he can still see you. Farsight. Next, we have Prana technique. How about lock? Lock. This door is just a door. Tap, tap. Now there's a lock on it. But not just physical locks. Such as this piece of bread. I like my bread. Tap, tap. Now you can't eat my bread. You can't even pick up the bread. It's just locked. You can't pick it up. If you pour water on it, it just rolls off like a duck. Or, right, you go, goes to put on his sword. Tap, tap. Lock. Well, now you can't pick up the sword. You can't even move the sword. The sword's just gonna stay there. Huh? Now you can't use it anymore. Great spell, lock, for keeping his stuff safe. Fifth one. Finally, we're gonna use this. Now for the fifth one, Spirit, I didn't really know whether I wanted to use Magina Nederlands is a Rostega or a Psychotic Marionette. Though, both, of course, do much the same thing. Psychotic Marionette causes the target's limbs to detach and begin to flail on the ground, whereas Magin Nederlandses Rosteg will cause paralysis in the target. And yes, I do have to say that one technique in that epic accent, you know, the dramatic accent, that one technique, I just have to say it with the accent. But yeah, so those are examples of the techniques that involve those 5 energies, and also my earlier explanation of the usage of each of the 5 basic energies. So yeah, that's, thank you. Thank you for paying attention. Hey, if you decide to leave now because you've got an explanation for for this, that's fine. Just stay zesty. But I mean, if you don't want to leave, because please don't. Stay, stay for a while. But yeah, I can't fault you if you leave after this. I mean, hey, maybe you just came here to see the explanation that I had promised you back on Wednesday. But anyway. That's, thank you for coming here.